Robert again from Motorquip, and today we're going to install some custom-made rear seat covers on a Toyota RAV4 2010. Take a look at the seat configuration, and what we've got to make sure is we know where all the splits and parts are of the seat. So in the RAV4 we have the back part where you lean up against has a 40, 20 and 40 split, so they're basically split in certain sections of the seats, and it's very important when you're installing the covers that you know where all your splits are. So as I just said, that one's a 40, 20, 40 split, and on the base this model has a 40 at the bottom and a 60 on the second part base. So what we've done is we've laid out the seat covers in the configuration that they will go in the car. So what we've done is we've got the 40, 20 and 40 back part, and then we've got the 40 and 60% split on the base with the 3 headrests at the top, and that's the way exactly it'll go into the car. Okay, I'm now going to remove the headrests, and that's the first place that you'll start, so just unclip them on the side and take all of your headrests out, one at a time. Make sure you press the clip so you don't snap them out. Next, what we'll do is we'll fit the headrests, so pretty much like on the front ones, you just feed it on over like a sock. Pull it all down on both sides, keep it nice and neat, and then tie off the velcro straps at the back. I'm going to start with the 40 portion of the back part. So what you pretty much do is just feed it on like a sock. Make sure all your tie-offs are on the back for the back ones, and the front ones on the front ones. So you're going to just pull it over. Now what you need to be aware of is that it's got a provision for the lever for the seat, and for the headrest you've got to open the hole and then feed it underneath the clips that hold the headrest in. Just pull it down nice and tight, line it up, and then you're ready to go on to the next part. Okay, so it's not on tight yet, so what you're going to do is you're going to push the tie-offs through to the back of the seat. That way you can reach them on the other side and tie them off. So now I've fed the tie-offs through the crack of the seat through to the back, and then what you can do is you can lay your seat flat, and that way you can reach the tie-offs that you've tied off at the back. And we've got 1, 2 and 3 tie-offs, and they'll tie off with the tie-offs that come off the back of the seat cover. Now I'm going to apply the 20% section of the back part. So basically pull the back part forward so it makes it easy to get on. Now line up the hole where the drink holders go, so that'll go on the same side. Feed it over on like a sock, and what you do is you stretch the cup holder around the plastic edges, and that should fit neatly around the plastic cup holder, and then obviously put it on nice and tight. There we go. I'm now doing the 60% base part, so basically you feed it on through the center part and then feed it over the full area of the base. Now it's got provisional holes for seat belts, so you want to make sure that you pop the seat belts through the provision holes that are in place for them. Tuck it in neatly, pull it over nice and tight. And then same thing goes with the tie-offs. You need to poke them through to the back of the seat, all 3 of them. Stretch it on nicely, tight, and that should fit nicely. Now here's the 40 side of the base, and I've already fed it on like I did with the 60% side. And then same thing goes again, poke all your tie-offs through to the back of the car, and then it's going to sit a bit loose at first, but once you tie it all off, it'll come good and sit nice and neat and tight. I've now started to put the headrest back on, so I've already got the first 2 back on. Now just to put the last one back on, don't forget to push the clip in so it goes down nice and easily. There we go. And we're almost ready to do all the tying off. I'm now going to start doing the tie-offs, and what I've done is I've laid the whole bench back so that way we've got easy access to behind the seats. So what you do is you find the tie-off on the back part and the part that you fed underneath, and then tie them off together. And then what you'll find is that when you tie it off, that's when it gets a really nice tight shape and fit. So we'll just tie that one off. Then we'll do the middle one. And you watch it pull nice and tight when you tie them off. And then the one on the end, so that way you've done all three. Look at that, it ties off nicely. And that's all three of them tied off. And then what you need to do is go do the middle section and then the end section, tie them all off nice and neatly, and then what will happen is at the front it'll pull nice and tight. Make sure that all of the sections are tied off, so you make sure that all your base pieces are tied off, all your back pieces are tied off at the back. Tuck away all the bits that look unneat and tidy, and that's it. You should have a nice finish. Now remember, sometimes it's good to get a friend to give you a hand, because you're not going to say many hands make light work, and sometimes having that second pair of hands to help things stretch over and stuff will make the job a lot easier. So stay tuned for our next installment, where we will do another type of material seat covers on a different car.